I'm answering an email from my email box. I just got this in, and a parent is asking me, how do you handle it when your children won't pick up their toys? So here's my suggestion on toys. I think there's two types of toys. One, one type of toy is they're the big bulky things, and they should be kept in a toy box. If you have them in a room or a playroom, and then at the end of the day, everybody just helps out and picks up all the toys. You know, the teddy bears, the guitars, the books, everything gets picked up. Doesn't really matter who does it. You can try to get your kids to do it, but you can even help them out. Now, then there's the other toys. These are what I call the chaos toys. They have a lot of pieces and parts. These are the building sets. These are the people sets. These are the Lego sets. And you're likely to be stepping on a piece at 2 o'clock in the morning and really upset you. So here's my take on sets and pieces and sets with lots of pieces. I think those should be supervised and kept in a closet or kept away somewhere. And the child doesn't have free access to them because of all the little pieces and parts. Here's what I suggest. Your child has to ask for one set at a time if they want to play with it. And you take it down from the shelf and say to them, okay, what's mommy or daddy's rule with playing with this Lego set? And you want to coach them into saying, pick them up when I'm all done playing with them. And you say, very good. Oh, wait, what is the rule again about playing with this set of all these little pieces? I have to pick them up when I'm done with them. Absolutely. So here's what you do. You let them take the pieces out and play with them. And then as soon as they walk away, leaving this set all over the floor, here's what you want to do. You just want to go find them, put your hand on their back, and bring them back to the toys. Now, this requires no talking. Do not speak to them, because when you talk to them, it kind of throws a wrench in the whole process here. So you just go look at them like you love them, put your hand on their back, and then guide them back to where the toys were, right where they are, and walk away. Now, in the beginning, they're probably not going to do that. So what might happen is you're going to have to pick them up if they don't pick them up, and they don't get to play with them, or there's a delay. A couple of weeks before they can play with them again. And if they ask to take them out and they throw a fit, then so be it. Let it be. But don't respond. Parents ruin it by talking too much. So you want to talk as little as possible. So back to the toys. And if you do get them to pick them up, you want to make a big deal out of it and say, nice job, excellent. You can also model this. If there's something you have with lots of pieces and sets, let's say you have a chess set or something, and you say, look what I'm doing. Daddy's going to play with this set. And then when I'm all done, what do you think I'm going to do with them? Yes, I'm going to pick them up and I'm going to put them away. So this takes patience and time and practice. It also requires you very little talking, if nothing at all. Again, you want to lovingly bring them back to where the items were that they agreed to pick up. Now, this practice also works not just in getting them to pick up their toys. Let's say you have a new rule that when your child gets home, the book bag doesn't get thrown in the middle of the hallway. Instead, you've set up a hook for it to be put on. So you're going to say, hey, buddy, guess what the new rule is for the backpack in dad's home or mom's home or whatever? What's the new rule? And you want them to say, it goes on the hook. And you say, excellent, good job. I love it when you cooperate with me. Now, the first time that the book bag gets thrown on the hallway floor, you're going to go find them, no talking. You put your hand on their back and guide them to where the backpack is and just point to it. Don't say anything. And the amazing thing that I love when I did this with my kids was they hated the feeling of my hand on their back, my loving hand. In the beginning, they go, oh, don't touch me, Dad. Okay. What is it you want me to do? I will go to that and I will pick it up. So be patient with them as you do this. But it's loving guidance to get them back to what they agreed to do. Again, this all starts with getting them to speak the words and say, yes, Mom, I will put my backpack away. Yes, Mom, my shoes will go in the closet. It all starts with that agreement. You get an agreement with them. And then when you catch them not following through, you're going to use your loving hand only in the middle of the back, nowhere else. Don't touch your arm, don't touch your shoulder, don't pull them by the hand. You just put it in the middle of the back. It's the part of the human anatomy that is actually neutral and soothing, and just guide them back to what it was they agreed to do. Do you understand? It's what they agreed to do in the beginning. You can't just do it and expect them to understand unless you get the agreement beforehand. So again, that's with the putting the toys away, doing some chores. If they're supposed to be doing the homework and they want it away, use that loving hand. I loved it, because when I would go find my child for something they agreed to do and wanted away, I would just come after them with the hand, and they go, don't touch me with the hand. Dad, that's weird. Don't touch me with the hand. Tell me what it is you want me to do. Sometimes I would point to what it is I asked them to do, and it makes the whole situation weird. But you follow through and it gets done. So agreement, follow through, loving hand, no talking, guide them to what it was they didn't do that you wanted them to do. You watch the changes that'll begin to happen. There's no need for you to talk. Very little talk. Follow through with your motion. You'll get amazing cooperation. Start there. I want to hear about how it went for you. Feel free to comment in your comment box below. Also, I want to talk about, I've got a new book that we just came out with. It's a Cooperative Kids Puzzle Book, and it's only like a couple of bucks on Amazon. I'm going to put the link down below if you want to buy it from Amazon, or if you want to buy it directly from me. Amazon, you'll probably get it a little bit quicker, but it's the Cooperative Kids Puzzle Book, and it's got word search and word crossword, all the things using words that you may have learned in the Cooperative Kids class or a positive parenting class. It's available now on Amazon or through me, the Cooperative Kids Puzzle Book. So give that a shot, see if it's something you can use. Remind yourself of the words that you need to be an incredible parent, and thanks for watching.
I want to add one little story to this whole process of teaching your kids to do things, pick up the backpack, pick up their toys, or whatever it is. What I've found is when you use these techniques that are peaceful and calm and follow through, your kids will begin to imitate you. So I saw this live right in front of me constantly on a regular basis. My kids, when they got used to my techniques and they adapted, they would begin to repeat them. And I have a situation that I can share with you. I used to have this process, or I used to have this policy in our home that I was trying to teach my kids, you shut the lights off in the room when you're done so that I can save on my electric bill, obviously. So I was trying to teach them, when you leave the room, you shut the lights off. And I would constantly talk about that, and I would notice when a child would do that, and I would, give them accolades about it. I said, hey, I noticed you shut the light off in the playroom. Thanks a lot for doing that. Or, thanks for shutting the light off in the basement. So I give them, reinforce it with encouragement. Well, one day, I was in my bedroom, and I had my suitcase open, and I was packing for a trip. I was heading to a conference to speak, and as I was packing my suitcase, I realized there was something I needed for my office, which is on the other side of the house. So I walked out of the bedroom, and somewhere between my bedroom and the office, I got distracted. I think one of my daughters or my wife was watching something on TV and wanted me to see what was there, so I sat down with them. Well, little did I know, my son went walking down the hall, and he noticed that my bedroom light was on. He was probably coming to look for me. My bedroom light was on, and I wasn't in there. He discovered I had violated my own rule. So what did he do? He imitated me, and he came looking for me. And he saw me sitting on the sofa in the living room, and he came over silently, did not say a word. He reached around, put his hand on the middle of my back, and he looked at me with a loving smile, and he pressed against my back to get me to stand up. And I'm like, hey, buddy, what are you doing? What are you doing? And he pressed against my back with his hand, and then he guided me down the hall back to my bedroom, still didn't say a word, and he pointed to the wall switch in my bedroom and then walked away. And I thought, that was incredible. He was reusing the techniques I had used to reinforce, my own rules, to get me to follow through. The funny thing was, though, I noticed as he walked away, he took his fist and pumped the air like, yeah, I got him. I got my dad. So it just shows that when you use these techniques that are that are very calm and peaceful and firm and respectful, your kids will begin imitating you. And the hope is, and I'm seeing it now, that all my children are now grown. They are going to begin using these same techniques because they saw they worked with my grandchildren. And that's like the best gift, to know that your kids are going to recreate what you did with their own family. More peaceful, calm, respectful, loving guidance in discipline in their home.
We hope you enjoyed listening to the Bill Corbett podcast, Creating Cooperative Kids. For more help with parenting situations, check out Bill's website, cooperativekids.com. If you'd like to ask him a question, leave your question in the comments box on this episode or email him at bill@cooperativekids.com. This podcast is the property of Cooperative Kids Publishing. Copyright 2025. All rights reserved.